evening, all. Ira Epstein, and yeah, I'm a bit early. It's around 5:20 p.m., and that is Central Time on this Wednesday, the 10th of September, 2025. Well, as you can see, the stock market starting off on a weaker note. The gold market down about $5, with silver up about 3 cents. Foreign currency markets, as you can see behind me, mostly in the red, means the dollar probably going to get a little bit of a pop here. On the energies, fairly stable. Bonds and notes all falling a bit. Now, we did get the 10-year note down to 404 and a fraction today. Tomorrow's the CPI date. The question is, are people taking some profit ahead of that? If we take a look at the numbers tomorrow, we always get Thursdays. We're looking at jobless claims. They're looking for it around 235,000. That'd be about 2,000 less than last week. The August CPI index comes out at 7:30. We saw PPI today come in very light. Big surprise to the market. So is CPI going to be a surprise? It's forecast up 0.3% month to month, which compares to the prior months up 0.2%. Core CPI on monthly terms is expected to come in at 0.3 in August, up compared to July's up 0.3, and the CPI in annualized terms is forecast up 2.9% from the year ago month, with the core year coming in at 3.1%. So you can't say that inflation is falling if these numbers come in, but it's also not running dramatically to the upside, which is a good thing, given that we get all these revisions in jobs, which are terrible. Obviously, the Biden administration, all its claims as to how well it did in 2024 weren't right. The numbers were off rather dramatically, well over, 1 million to 2 million jobs, depending on who you listen to and how you add the numbers together. The EIA natural gas storage report comes out at 9:30. They're looking for a build that is larger than is normal at this time. And the Treasury is going to give us, at the end of the day, their August federal budget deficit, which is expected to decline about $6 billion. We'll find out if that is the case or not. Now, obviously, today with the stock market, we were all watching Oracle up over 43% and making Larry Ellison the world's richest man. So we have seen, be it Musk, be it the LVMH person, be it Oracle's Larry Ellison, it all switches gears back and forth. But when you're that rich, who knows? Even Bezos was in there at one point. Fascinating when you think about it. The important thing is that the Oracle move came because of forward guidance, not earnings, not profit margins, forward guidance for the amount of demand that AI is going to take that Oracle has to meet. And that was the monstrous part of all this. Now you're getting little profit taking as the day starts out. You're also looking at gold, well, just made back $2 of the loss, but it's early evening trade. Why don't we take a look right now and get a feel for what's going on? If you were to finish just as you are by Friday, you'd have a new all-time high close on a weekly basis. Also, the question is, would you have a new, we don't know yet, close high on the daily chart? Can't say that, but at intraday, it's certainly making new highs. The market's got a pattern of higher lows, higher highs. It's gotten away a bit from the sideways action it had. It's trying to climb a bit, but it keeps getting stifled. Each time it gets up to that upper band, just what I teach in my course, it gets thrown back. That doesn't mean it's bearish. That means it runs into that brick wall, pulls back, and offers more buying opportunities if and when it's embedded. The problem is it's not embedded. It's overbought. So I don't know that traders are buying it super aggressive right here. I think they'd like to see more of a break in the market. They haven't been getting it. Nasdaq is the same thing, not embedded reading there either. The Dow, absolutely not an embedded reading. If anything, momentum's turned down and it looks like you want to challenge the 18-day average again. And last in the Russell, is it going to lose its embedded reading? It didn't on the close today. You have the embedded reading fully in there. It's losing it tonight, just down 0.7. So a little bit concerning to me. However, if the market does clear the highs, not of today, Wednesday, but of Tuesday, I think it sets the market off towards the 24.33 level, a new high. So I think tomorrow the reaction to CPI is going to be very important. In the DAX, you couldn't quite finish that rally, couldn't make it back to the 18-day average. You've slipped back. Momentum is still, if we look at it, in an oversold condition. I'm not convinced you're getting a lot of new selling down here. In the 10-year notes, you have an embedded reading. That's why you were sitting at 4.047 this morning. We'll see how it reacts to the CPI. If it gets itself going, keep your eye up here. Now, you had an outside day up today. That's always important. You don't want to see that taken out. If you do, it's a sign the market probably wants to back up even more. Could go to the 18-day average of closes. 2-year notes did not have that. It's just backing off at this point. But it, too, has lost its bullish embedded reading. The market is saying that the play is in line to get back to the 18-day average before it makes new highs on the futures. In the dollar index, we keep coming down to the Bollinger Band, getting a bounce and not going anywhere. And it's the flip-flop in the euro that goes to the upper Bollinger Band and falls to the 18-day average and doesn't go anywhere. They're spinning inside those Bollinger Bands, void of a trend in both of them. In the British pound, you've gone from the lower band to the upper band and backing off. Again, the currencies, in my opinion, haven't yet signaled what their next big moves are. I'm waiting on it because it's one of my favorite vehicles. In Bitcoin, no surprise. When you lost all this downside action, to get back to the 18-day average was one of the goals. If it continues, the Bollinger Band up to the 117 level could be the next target. In the energy markets, well, President Trump wisely threw the whole problem of Ukraine sanctions on Russia. I want to say that the right way. The sanctions on Russia via Ukraine onto the European Union. Hey, guys, tell me what you want to do. That's what he said. You want to go with tariffs on more tankers, the banking system. You want to hit China and India with it. Tell me what you want to do. We'll be there with you, but you make the decision. We're backing you up. Not the U.S. is the bad guy in this. You guys decide. Why? Because Europe is still buying Russian LNG and oil in some areas. That is a problem. So we can do what we want, but why go it alone? The president's gotten pretty wise. Let the Europeans carry the day. We'll jump in there supposedly with them. WTI crude sort of stuck at the 18-day average. Not a lot of trend play right there. Gasoline still looks to me like it could run to the upper band. I don't see a trend, though, that makes sense. You've got a lower low, higher high, and sort of flat momentum. I mean, push come to shove, I'd rather do nothing. And in natural gas, it acts like it might want to get back to the 18-day average. I think it made a near-term peak up here at that upper band. We'll see if, in fact, we put away as much natural gas as they said. Now, as you look at all these indicators, if you're a user of TradingView, I don't know if you're aware of it, but we have a suite that you can use on them. In other words, all my indicators with my version of slow stochastics, which is different than the traditional swing lines that you see here, the different moving averages I use, window envelopes. So when you put them on, you can get my numbers, the Bollinger Bands, all there for you to use. Now, how do you go about this? What I want you to do is you go to iraepstein.com, and in the very top right, you're going to see Client Resources. Go in there, give it a click. The drop-down menu will show, and you're going to see TradingView. That's where you sign up for it. This all ties together with the different courses that I teach and everything that I do at night. It only uses 2 pairs, so you're going to have plenty of room on your TradingView for your slots for other things that you want to do. How do you get this again? iraepstein.com. Go to Client Resources or move your cursor to the top up here. Hope you watch me in the other videos. Give us a thumbs up if you would, and I will catch you all in the morning. Have a great evening. Take care.